Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They go play action now. Lawrence connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Carroll. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath to ETN. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koromoa, on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And it's complete to Martin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? With the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Carroll. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they can't bring him down. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
5 yards remain on second down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down at 5. And they'll go again with Etienne.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's once again complete to Chark. And he's got some space here. Touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards. Shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They give to Chubb out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your...
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On second down now, it's Robinson. And some space here. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 5. A big play there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Jags, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.